Hi, this is Mary. This video is about the second co-creative thought transformation as a spiritual practice for the second month of your heart journey. Heart Journey is a book I wrote about attracting and manifesting as a spiritual path. You can find a free introductory video to Heart Journey, a how-to manual for co-creative manifestation, on this YouTube channel, or a link is on my homepage of my website at www.maryjuno.com. If you have not seen the introductory video but have come upon this video, I suggest you view the introductory video first. It will give you an overview of what I seek to accomplish by authoring these videos and also provide context for the co-creative thought transformations I will be presenting. There are 12 co-creative thought transformations. It is suggested that you take them in order and practice them each for 1 month by keeping the concept and principles in mind. There is nothing to study or journal. I am simply introducing a different way of thinking and feeling that you can practice and observe during the coming month. If you are ready to move on to the second co-creative thought transformation, let us begin. The second co-creative thought needing transformation is the Even-Steven reward system. In regard to abundance manifestation through attraction and receptivity, give up your need for fairness and the envious response that inequity can evoke. There is nothing fair or unfair about what you receive or do not receive. Your co-creative partner is abundantly creative, loving, and giving. While on your heart journey, the amount you manifest is in accordance with your own ability to attract and receive, and not according to your co-creative partner's ability or willingness to provide, as long as it is in keeping with the highest good of all involved. Think of it this way. Abundance can be as plentiful as the air you breathe. Presently, there is plenty of oxygen to sustain life on the planet. Under normal conditions, the amount of oxygen you have in your lungs is directly proportional to your lung capacity and nothing else. If you breathe deeply, your lungs expand and get more oxygen in. If you are a shallow breather, there will be less oxygen in your lungs. It would be silly for you to be jealous of another who seemed to have more air in his or her lungs than you. It would be silly for you to become angry, thinking that the other person was stealing your air, even if he or she were hyperventilating. No matter what, he or she could not suck away your air or deplete your oxygen. Given normal, open-air conditions, you would never feel a shortage, even if the two of you fought to hoard all the oxygen in the area. As soon as you take a deep breath, you will have all the air you want or need, and then some. The amount of air available is abundant and totally independent of your actions. In this regard, fairness has nothing to do with who has more or who has less air. The amount of air you personally take in is subject to your individual lung capacity and your desire to inhale more or less. The same is true of abundance and co-creative manifestation. If you open yourself to receiving, you will always receive more than your fair share. This will be true for others also. As illogical as it sounds, everyone can receive more than their share, as shares are unlimited. Those who channel abundance and pass it on to others receive the most. As abundance passes through you and on to others, it creates movement or a flow that enhances your life and the lives of those you touch. Furthermore, when you pass abundance on, you create an expanding network of giving and receiving, as those you touch become gifters as well as receivers. You do not have to earn the right to manifest through attraction and receptivity. It is your right to ask, attract, co-create, and manifest. The process can be as simple as breathing in and out, but it occurs through the heart, not the lungs. You must be open to receiving, and openness involves a loving heart. Co-creative energy, though unlimited, is like radio wave transmissions emanating from a series of radio stations. The transmission is at various unseen, unfelt, and unnoticed frequencies. You have to have a radio tuned to the correct channel or frequency to receive and hear the music, weather, or news. The same is true regarding attracting, receiving, and manifesting. You can be totally unaware of the existence of co-creative energy. You have to have a receiver tuned to the correct channel and frequency to perceive the potential. Your receiver is found within the heart, and it is tuned to the correct channel and frequency when the heart is loving. Perception and reception of co-creative energy, just like openness and receiving, are associated with a loving heart. In order for you to sync with the co-creative potential, you must raise your frequency. Mountains can obstruct radio signals, causing reception to be weak, intermittent, overwhelmed by static, or non-existent. In the same way, negative emotions can pull you down into a valley of depression that obstructs your ability to perceive and receive. The frequencies associated with co-creative energy are not compatible with jealousy or anger regarding a lack of fairness. They remove you from the range of frequencies associated with co-creative transmission, emanation, perception, and reception. On the other hand, the higher your frequency, the better your perception and reception. Co-creative energy has a relatively high frequency, and you must rise to meet it. You do this by opening your heart and loving unconditionally. If you are focused on what others have and are jealous or angry about the situation, you are a victim of the even-Steven reward system. Your heart is not open and loving. Your perception and reception of co-creative energy and potential is limited or blocked. Counterproductive emotions also interfere with communications and guidance from your co-creative partner. When you do not have hope, you stop looking for insight. In the same way that you need to be open to receiving abundance for yourself and others, you must also be open to perceiving and receiving co-creative energy and using this potential with the assistance of your co-creative partner. The guidance your co-creative partner provides is crucial to the manifestation process and requires direct communication coupled with appropriate action. Another impediment to attracting and manifesting is spiritually adverse life circumstances. If you live in constant chaos, experiencing difficult or dramatic situations, you might find it difficult to focus. Chaos, crisis management, and a climate of disorganization are distractions from the manifestation process and leave you less able to connect with and respond to co-creative insights and potential. You can get totally boxed in by immediate demands from your job, family, and mundane matters to the detriment of your intentions. Your heart might be in the right place while your head is spinning. In these life circumstances, your ability to perceive and receive is limited unless you have some quiet time in your busy day to focus inward. Set aside time for reflection, introspection, or meditation each day so you can prioritize tasks and respond appropriately to co-creative opportunities. You can see that the even-Steven reward system is a fallacy. If you fall into this trap, you are focused externally on the abundance of others while fostering negative emotions that lower your frequency in regards to co-creative energy and potential. A jealous response to another's good fortune or abundance precludes heart openness. Open-hearted, unconditional love and jealousy or anger cannot exist in the same place at the same time. Do not throw away or disown your personal power to attract, receive, and manifest. The new co-creative thought is, receive more than your fair share. Those who are able to remain open-hearted, focused, and in communication with their co-creative partner while passing abundance on gain the most. At the same time, their spiritual development accelerates. They have freed themselves of circumstances beyond their control and become masters of their own inner state. They are not victims of their environment or their own misguided thoughts and emotions. You have ways to maintain and even increase your ability to perceive and receive co-creative energy, just as you have the ability to breathe deeply. Love, attraction, and abundance are all of the highest frequencies and therefore harmonious with co-creative potential. In reality, fairness, or the lack thereof, is a myth when applied to co-creative abundance. You can have more than your fair share at any time by opening your heart more completely, loving unconditionally, and increasing your attractive and receptive ability. During the coming month, remember to open when you would close, give when you would deny, and love when you would withhold. Here are 5 clues to help you with this month's practice. First, be happy for the abundance of others. You thwart your own ability to manifest when you react negatively with jealousy or anger. If someone takes from you, know that you will be reimbursed someday, somehow, some way. Your co-creative partner will see to it. Keep your emotions clean and focused on the co-creative process. Second, trust your ability to manifest with the assistance of your co-creative partner. Your time will come. Delays only increase the reward in the end. What appears to be a denial is actually intended as a course correction. Third, your co-creative partner is your true provider. Do not expect others to be your provider. If you look to a family member, spouse, parent, child, or friend to be a provider, you miss the point. Your co-creative partner might work through another, but expecting any of these individuals to supply what you want or need derails your thinking and process. Go to the source of power and energy, your co-creative partner. Fourth, be grateful, even for the smallest of things. Establish a daily practice of being thankful. If manifestation occurs, but is not exactly what you want, still be grateful, and then renegotiate your desire. And finally, pay it forward. Remember, what flows through you is more powerful and abundant than what flows to you. Work with this co-creative thought transformation for 1 month, keeping it foremost in your mind and counteracting jealousy. You can place cues in your home or work environment as reminders of the transformation you are seeking to make. At the end of the month, move on to the 3rd co-creative thought. You are not expected to master any of the co-creative thought transformations in 1 month's time. These transformations are lifelong callings. There are layers and layers of spiritual insight and growth innate to each new co-creative thought pattern. In the beginning, awareness in and of itself is considered progress, a step in the right direction. Next month's 3rd co-creative thought transformation is the mental ghetto. There are actually 12 thought transformations. Progress with one transformation supports progress with the others, as all 12 are interrelated. Each round will awaken your heart further and deepen your experience and skill in attracting and manifesting. Look for the 3rd co-creative thought transformation next month on my YouTube channel or on maryjuno.com. To receive notices of each new video, subscribe to my YouTube channel or newsletter. For more information about Heart Journey and co-creative manifestation, go to maryjuno.com. There you will find a study guide, sample chapter, and videos. Heart Journey, the book, is available in paper and digital format. And the greatest amount of information and spiritual depth is only found in the book. My videos can only introduce you to a topic. The book can be purchased online, at Amazon, or through your local bookstore. I wish you all the best with this second co-creative thought transformation. I look forward to sharing with you next month with a new video. I hope you have an abundant and insightful month.